Very good on a lonely, muddy road after a heavy downpour. Everything was damp and the world seemed gray and quiet. It's the kind of place where you wouldn't expect to find much life, let alone a tiny creature fighting to survive. But there, in the middle of the muck and grime, was a small, shivering puppy. It was all alone, covered in mud, and crying out with weak, desperate yelps. The poor little thing was so small it could fit in the palm of your hand, and it was clearly lost, scared, and completely exhausted. Its cries were barely audible, a faint plea for help in a vast, indifferent world. You can only imagine how terrified it must have been, cold and separated from its mother and siblings, with no idea what to do next. Subscribe, like, and share for more content. As the puppy lay there, trembling, a figure emerged from the nearby bushes. But it wasn't a person, and it wasn't another dog. It was a beautiful calico cat. At first, you might think a cat would simply ignore the puppy, or worse, see it as a threat. Cats and dogs aren't exactly known for being the best of friends, right? But this wasn't just any cat. This was a mama cat, and her powerful maternal instincts were about to take over in the most incredible way. She cautiously approached the whimpering puppy, her movements slow and deliberate. You could see the curiosity and concern in her eyes. She sniffed the little one gently, assessing the situation like a seasoned first responder. The puppy, sensing a presence, let out another weak cry. And then something amazing happened. Instead of walking away, the mama cat began to gently nudge the puppy. She meowed softly, as if to say, "It's okay, I'm here to help." Her meows were a stark contrast to the puppy's panicked yelps. They were calm, reassuring, and full of a strange motherly tenderness. It was clear she had made a decision. She couldn't leave this baby to its fate. With gentle nudges and comforting calls, she started to guide the puppy away from the dangerous road and toward the safety of the grassy verge. It was a slow, painstaking process. The puppy was weak and struggled to move through the thick mud, but the mama cat was patient. She never left its side, constantly encouraging it forward. Her mission wasn't just to get the puppy off the road. She was taking it somewhere safe, somewhere she knew. She led the tiny dog all the way back to her own nest, a cozy little shelter she had made for her own babies. And waiting there was her litter of newborn kittens. It was a truly unbelievable sight. This mama cat, who had her own mouths to feed, had adopted a puppy without a second thought. She welcomed the muddy little orphan into her family, snuggling up against it to provide the warmth it so desperately needed. She began to clean the puppy, licking away the mud with the same care and attention she gave to her own kittens. The puppy, finally feeling safe and warm, quieted down and nestled in with its new, purring family. The person who discovered this incredible scene couldn't believe their eyes. They carefully gathered up the entire blended family, the mama cat, her kittens, and her newly adopted puppy, and took them to a local rescue center. There, they received proper medical care, food, and a safe place to grow. The mama cat continued to nurse and care for the puppy as if it were her own. The rescue staff were astonished by her unwavering devotion. This story is such a powerful reminder that love and empathy aren't just human traits. This mama cat saw a baby in need, and her instinct to protect and nurture completely transcended any species barrier. It's a beautiful lesson in kindness. Thank you so much for watching this heartwarming rescue. If you were as touched by this story as we were, please give this video a like. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing animal stories. See you next time.